the speedometer and the tachometer off to the side, and this center section will be your map. iPod, if you plug your iPod in here, you hook it up. Settings, lets you go in to your settings, system, audio, Bluetooth, all of that. Camera, brings your camera up. Now, the camera is always here. You have a left view, a right view, a rear view. With the rear view, we have hitch, we have medium, and we have long. We have both sides, right and left. We have both sides and rear. We have all four, front, left, and right. And then we have Omni, which is here. That's a 360 view around the coach with rear. And that's the default setting. All right, back to the ignition. Step on the pedal, push the button, it shuts it off. Step on the pedal, push the button, it turns it on. I'm going to tilt the wheel up here a little bit. We have radio controls. This is your volume. This changes your channels, changes your settings. This one changes channels on the right side. And this one switches it to navigation. Radio, navigation. This is your phone. Hang up, answer. No connection. The cruise control is here. On, off, resume, set, and cancel. The windshield wipers are on this side. High and low. You hit it once, it's low. Hit it again, it's high. Hit it again, it's back to low. Off. This is your delay. Press it once, it wipes once. Press it again, it wipes again. But it remembers the amount of time between button presses, and that's your delay. And this one is your wash. Down here on the floor, get a good picture of it. There's a little switch that allows you to override the brakes. Because if you don't have air pressure, the brake pedal won't turn on the light. So they put an emergency switch down by the steering column at the floor. Right now the coach is leveled. Hit retract all, and it retracts the jacks. So not knowing what you've had in the past, I'll give you a quick thing here. When we set this coach up in a campground, we're going to park, we're going to leave the coach running, put it on high idle, and we're going to go outside, check the site, and check our spot, make sure we're where we want to be. Once we're where we want to be, we're going to hook up our water, our sewer, and our electric. Then we're going to come in, and we're going to shut the coach off. We're going to put our slide outs out, and then we're going to level. So auto level, we're going to turn it on, no lights but the power light, and hit the auto level button. Maybe. Might be, I don't know. I got a whole drawer full of pliers. I don't have them alphabetically sorted. Anything's possible. I got all kinds of shit. One me. So anyways, when it levels, it takes a while. It's fairly slow. What it's going to do is it's going to put the jacks down part way, then it's going to dump the air suspension, and then it's going to go back and finish leveling. You want the slide outs out when you do that. When you get ready to leave the campground, we're going to start the coach up. We're going to build air pressure. We're going to retract the jacks. Once the jacks are up and we're up on air, then we're going to retract the slide outs. Then we're going to go outside, unhook everything, check all our compartment doors, make sure we didn't leave anything, and come back inside, and we're ready to travel. Now, auto leveling is a great idea. Otto's a nice guy. Only problem Otto has is he's going to level the coach the way he wants it, which is not necessarily the way you want it. So whenever it's leveled, you can, anytime it's on, you can use the buttons to adjust it. Down is up, because it's jack down, which is coach up. So front down raises the front end. Rear down raises the rear end. Rear up lowers the rear end. Front up lowers the front end. Same thing here. You want to lower the left side, you press up. You want to raise the left side, press down. Simple. You can adjust it anytime you want, as many times as you want. It's easy to reprogram. To reprogram it, level it the way you want it, turn it off, hold the auto level button, turn it on while you're holding the button, like hit the power, and it will start beeping. Let it beep 5 or 6 times, let go of the auto level button, you'll get a confirmation beep, and you just reset the leveling system. That easy. We'll take a short pause here, and then we're going to work on the VegaTouch system.
Find anything else?
No? Okay, this is your screen. Your home screen. This section here stays the same. Hit the home button. This is your home screen. You can see your AC source. You can see your thermostat readings at the top. Time and date. No errors reported. Fresh tank is full. Gray tank has a little bit in it, but still says empty. Black tank is empty. Water pump. Engine preheat. Engine preheat uses your aqua hot to preheat your engine. Select the heat source. Diesel is your primary. Okay? Electric is secondary. You can have them both on. But if you want complete, endless hot water, the diesel heat has to be on. AC source is Shore. We're plugged in. 120 and 3 amps on line 1, 117 and 19 amps on line 2. Chassis battery is 12.9, house battery is 13.3. AGS is off. Tap AGS. It asks you if you'd like to enable it. You hit start. Now the AGS is on, and it will start the generator anytime you lose shore power. Inverter. I tell people all the time, when you're using the coach, turn the inverter on, confirm, and leave it on. Why? Because if you lose power and the AGS is on and the inverter is on, until you need air conditioning or the batteries are low, you won't have anything, you won't even know it. The refrigerator will continue to work, the microwave will work, the TVs will work, most of the outlets in the coach will still work off the inverter system. Okay? That means if you go somewhere with no power and you have both the inverter and the AGS enabled, you can camp just like you're plugged in, and the generator will start automatically whenever it needs to. All right? Generator start and stop right here. That. Away and stow, I'll get into that a little bit. Away lets you set settings for when you're going away. Now, a lot of these buttons, like the AGS, if I press and hold, brings up a screen so that I can adjust where I want it to start at. I want the generator to start at 11.7. It's set. Quiet time is 2200 to 8 a.m. 2200 is 10 o'clock. 8 a.m. is 8 a.m. Start volts. Start time. Okay? Voltage-based start, climate start, insufficient shore power start are all set. What's that mean? That means if you're plugged in on a household breaker and want to run the air conditioner, the generator will start to power your air conditioner. Once the air conditioner kicks off, the generator will shut back off, provided the batteries are charged. Inverter settings. Press and hold the inverter button. And it brings us to a page that gives us all of our inverter settings. So we can see what's going on with the inverter. Away is the same thing. We press away, we hold it, and we can set a start delay. Touch. Let's say we want a 30-second start delay. What's that mean? It means 30 seconds after I push the button, it starts doing things. Now, I want it to lock the doors, but I want it to give me another minute or two. Let's go 2 minutes before it locks the doors. I want it to turn all my TVs off. I want all my lights off. I want my AC to turn on at 75 degrees. I want my furnace to turn on at 68. Do I want my shades down? I can tell it to put the shades down. Okay? Hit save and close. Okay? Now, if we're going away for the afternoon, we hit the away button and it uses those settings. Turns all the TVs off. It sets the thermostats. And it gives us 2 minutes to get out, and then it locks the doors. Stow is the same basic thing. Only stow is like if you put it in storage. So like if you were going to put it in a pole barn, you can preset how you want it, what you want it to do while it's in the pole barn, and push a button and walk away and it does it. Interior and exterior lights. Boom. Turns all the inside lights off, turns them back on, like the Light Master. Exterior, same thing. Set 1 and set 2. If you set a lighting scene, let's say you adjust the lights and you like it, this is how you want the lights to be when you go to bed, right? So you adjust the lights the way you want them. You press and hold set 1. You can rename it if you want, or you can just hit save. Now, whatever lights, which are currently all the lights are on, that is now set 1. Now, if you want, you could set that so you have your floor lights and a couple of little lights on and save it, and then save it and call it bedtime. And then when you get ready for bedtime, you walk over here and you hit bedtime and it sets the lights to your night mode. Just like that. Day shades, night shades. Day shades up, day shades down, night shades up, night shades down. Press night shades down and it puts the shades down all the way through the coach. Just like that. All the shades are down. If I press up, it puts the shades up. However, it does not put shades up in the bathrooms. So you can't be climbing out of the shower and have somebody out here put the shades up. In order to put the shades up in the bathrooms, you have to physically be in the bathroom and push the button in the bathroom. Okay, that's pretty much the main screen. The next screen is lighting. We have basic mode and control mode. In basic mode, you do it room by room. So here's the living room. Okay, and I got a little slide bar and I can adjust the brightness of the living room. I can do it for the bathrooms, that's all that. In control mode, it gives me every lighting thing. Now, some of these little green dots are actually groups of lights, not individual lights. So you might tap this one, and it says living room ceiling. Okay? And that is the lights around the center of the medallion. And you can adjust the brightness on those lights. Hit this one, it is the midship, which is right here where we're at. And then as you go through, touch any of the green dots, it is a different light or group of lights. Shades, same thing. You have basic mode or control mode. In basic mode, you do not have room of the bathrooms other than you can put them down. But you can go to your cab area, tap cab. You can choose day or night, and you can hit up or down. Right now it's on day shade. If I hit down, it's going to put my front cab area day shades down. If I hit up, it's going to put them back up. If I go switch it to night shade, it's going to run my night shades. The same in the living room, wherever. I can check 3 rooms at once. Notice it says for privacy reasons, they can't be run up. Control mode allows me to do the same as lights. I can select any shade individually and run it up or down. So any shade, hit dinette. I can choose night or day, up or down. I can choose several shades and choose night or day and run them up or down as a group. The bus picture. Now you're noticing this section over here never goes away. Has my exterior lights. It has my slide outs and awnings. My awnings are blue. My slide outs are white, in and out. All 4 slide outs, all 3 awnings right there. Exterior lights. My outside lights. Motion sensor. This puts my security lights in motion sensor mode. Thermostat. All my heating and cooling zones are right here. I can have auto, cool, heat, off. Those are my options. I can have it in cool, heat, auto, or off. In auto, right now, the heat comes on at 67 degrees. The air conditioner comes on at 76. If I change that, I can say I'll set that at 68. Okay? If I press this little button up here in the corner, it changes all of these to the same. So right now, my floor heat is set at 72. It is 70 degrees in here. So here in this zone, you see that little wiggly lines. That tells me my floor heat is active. Each one of these little icons in these sections are different things. So you have a cool icon, a fan icon, a heat icon, and an aqua hot icon. Here, cool, fan, heat, and floor, because zone 2 doesn't have an aqua hot. And then here, cool, fan, heat pump, and aqua hot. Aqua hot and heat pump are active on 2 of the zones, and zone 2 is on heat pump only. Basement, I can set my basement temperature wherever I want, and I can turn it on. It's heat only. These are my fans: kitchen fan, bathroom stool, and stool fan or bath fan. Hit the button, it turns on my fan. Hit the button, turns it off. Hold the button. It lets me program the fan to do what I want it to do. Do I want it to exhaust or do I want intake? Do I want it low, medium, or high? Do we want to set it up as automatic? What do we want it to do? And you can do that for all 3 fans. TVs. Tap the TV icon. Brings up a picture with 4 TVs. Exterior, bedroom, living room, and front. Pick the front TV. Tap it. Brings up a screen. This is TV only. This is auxiliary input, which is the auxiliary input on that matrix, satellite input on the matrix, Blu-ray on the matrix, and Excite on the matrix. So if I hit Excite, it's going to turn the front television on, and it's going to be my dashboard radio. If I hit Blu-ray, it's going to kill the radio and switch it to the Blu-ray player. Now, not only does it switch that, it turns the Blu-ray player on. Now, this takes a minute or two every time you do it. But it does beat fumbling through a stack of remotes. If I hit, there we go, there's our Blu-ray on the screen. If I hit satellite, it would go to the satellite player. What's not in here, auxiliary would be auxiliary. I have a lot of customers that put their Fire TV, Fire Sticks, Roku's, whatever, Apple TV, and they hook it to the auxiliary port, and then they can send that to any of the 4 TVs. These are all smart televisions. So if I just go straight to TV, it's going to switch it over to TV. And it's going to go to whatever channel was on last. Provided it can, because it was on network. And the off button is right there. Now, that applies to all TVs. There are some differences. The bedroom TV has 2 Blu-ray players, LR and BR. That's because there's a separate Blu-ray in the bedroom. The bedroom satellite can also be programmed for a second thing. Now, what's nice about this is when you hit the Blu-ray, the screen becomes the remote for the Blu-ray. When I hit Excite, this screen is the control for the radio. So it makes it kind of handy. Now in the bedroom we have another one, sound bar. And then we have bedroom, Blu-ray, living room Blu-ray, satellite, auxiliary input, and plain TV. And again, when you go to the living room TV, it's going to be similar. Does have a couple things. The living room TV doesn't have 2 Blu-ray players, but it has a sound bar, satellite, auxiliary. It also has wall plate, because there is a plate that you can hook up a 4K input directly just to that television. And then the outside TV, there you go, has TV only, auxiliary, satellite, Blu-ray, and that is the living room Blu-ray, the sound bar, and the Excite. This little toolbox, this screen can be configured however you want it. And then settings, you're going to use, all right, network. You press the network button, and it's going to take it a minute. It's going to refresh the list. This is what Wi-Fi networks are available in the area. Usually I have to refresh it a time or two. And there we go. Currently, we are connected to the TerryTown shop Wi-Fi. And then you can see other networks that are available. You can click on it, touch any of those networks, enter the password for that network, and hook to that. Signal strength meters, all that, it's right there. So when you go to a campground, they give you a Wi-Fi password. You turn this on, hit this, you find the campground Wi-Fi, you tap on it, brings you to the next screen, you enter the password, and your coach is connected to the internet. All your TVs are already programmed to this, so all your TVs, as long as there's internet, will work. Notifications, a lot of this stuff you're not going to use very much. Pairing. All right, I'm going to grab my phone, and we're going to start doing pairing. You can see my phone is currently connected. All right, this is my phone. Oops. Now, at this point, you need this manual, which is why it's not in the manual. This sticker right here has the SSID for the WineGuard system and the password. As you can see, my phone is already connected to it. Your phone has to be connected to it to get all your functions to work correctly. So, once you have your phone connected to this Wi-Fi network, even if the Wi-Fi is not hooked to the internet, you still have to connect to this for the system. So once you're connected to the line guard, we're going to get out of here. I'm going to back to my home screen. We're going to scroll over to our Vega Touch. Now you'll note on my phone I have more than one Vega Touch. There are multiple systems out there and I have them all. This purple one is Nebula. We're going to tap that icon. Now one or two things is going to happen. Since I've been connected, it's probably already going to connect. And there we go. Mine's connected to your coach. And this is what it's going to look like on your phone. Right now, we are reading your screen. Now, when you do this for the first time, let me see here. I gotta figure out how to get out of here. It's very often on my phone. Pause for a minute here. Okay, so what I had to do was I had to unconnect my phone from the system and restart a couple things so that I can show you what you're going to see. You are going to see this screen not paired with a supported system. Pair now. So you're going to click pair now. I'm going to run out of hands. That's what's going to happen. So once you have this in pairing mode, you're going to go down to your phone. And the easiest way to do with it is called use QR. When you hit use QR, it's going to ask for permission to use your camera the first time. And then on your phone, you're going to see this screen. And you're going to see that QR code. And you're going to do that. And it's going to pick up the information for you. And you're going to hit pair. Then it tells you you're trying to connect. You can say 1 day, 3 days, 7 days, never expires, hit allow. Once you do that, poof, it is going to bring it up. And now your phone is going to take a minute or two before it comes up. And once it does, sorry about that. I'm trying to set the phone up. Okay, so once it does, this is your screen. Now, obviously, if you rotate the phone, it's going to change it a little bit. But on this screen, you can see a basic version of my home screen. I got my power, 12 volt, 110, my tanks, okay, no errors, my temperatures. I have lights, shades, the bus, and TVs. My TVs, just like before, are here. I hit my front TV, and there's my front TV. If I hit Excite, my front TV is going to turn on. The HDMI is going to switch over. Takes this a minute, obviously. Yeah, and there's my dash radio. If I go back to TV, I just hit the TV only icon, the little one right there, and it's going to switch the TV over. Again, takes a minute or two. None of this stuff is lightning fast. But now here's the thing. Now we're watching TV. Okay? This is now my television remote. This actually, for TVs, works better. Rotated. So when it's rotated, you can see across the top, the power button, Excite, Blu-ray, satellite, your buttons, your channel up and channel down, your volume, your mute. Now, at the very bottom, wish I had 6 more hands, are these little white buttons. Now, that is another section of your remote. with your cursors and all that. And then one more, press, brings you up your guide, your menu. So program guide, press program guide, and your TV brings up a program guide. If I wanted to go Smart Hub, I hit Smart Hub, and it takes me to my Smart Hub, because it is a smart TV. Exit, search, picture in picture, and hit exit. And there you go. And it's watching television. All your TVs work the same way on your phone because the phone screen is too small to put everything on one display like the big screens. I used to do this on my laptop or on my tablets and stuff all the time, but people would then go to your phone and go, what's different? Well, here's the living room TV on the phone. If I pick TV, it turns on the television, it turns on the sound bar, it switches modes, and there's our main TV. Now here's my volume. Now my volume here turns up the volume on my sound bar. Channel changes channels on the television. Hit the center button. I get my up-down arrows, which brings a mouse onto the screen if need be. Hit this and hit exit, and I'm back to normal. I can hit my code closed captioning, whatever, exit that. And a good sized buck on the TV. So that's our TVs. That's one of the differences. Hit the home on the bottom. Now something else that's in here somewhere. I keep moving it around. These are all my shades. These are my lights. TV. Whoops. Exterior televisions. Living room. Where did they put it? Or maybe they've changed that entirely. Anyhow, that's all your TV stuff. Hit your home button, your settings. Now here's something nice about from your phone to your system. You can pull up pictures here. Waiting for them to finish loading. Let's see what we got. Well,